Okay, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Yeah, it's crazy. Give me a second, real quick. Try and figure out this whole light thing again because I had it set up already, but somehow it got turned off. Give me a second. Be right back. Yes, I'm back. It's crazy. So, anyways, yes, I'm live. And it's crazy because I do this whole thing with the live videos, and when I try to go back, it shows like I'm not going to be live. So, it's very interesting. I have to go back on YouTube and see if I'm going to have any scheduled lives. And it shows I'm not scheduled, or I am scheduled. Very interesting. Real men talk of who these people are. And I'll tell you this, there's very few that are on YouTube or Instagram or whatever you want to call it, Twitch, all these different venues. And please, if you're here, comment, drop something on the live chat. Show me that you're here. So I'm just not speaking out loud and just talking. It'll be great. It'll be great. Show me you're here. Show me you're here. You got Flatjacks. Flatjacks is here. So, like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people here. That's fine. Have a couple. That's fine. But I'll tell you this. When you look at those that speak real talk, there's one man I could tell you that's not going to be on YouTube anymore for a long time. And it's bothered me. And I have videos talking about this man who I look up to. A very intelligent, very logical man. And his name is Jared Taylor. And I know when people hear his name, they come up with some weird stuff. But you can't debate him. You know why? He speaks nothing but truth. And this is one guy I can look at and I say, you know what? This is a very good man, very good person. Speaks truth and doesn't play any games. It's not for entertainment. And he's just speaking truth. Look him up. Renaissance man. Renaissance man. It's really very hard to find him. Name's Jared Taylor. Look him up. You watch a couple of his videos and just watch even clips. But make sure it's under a Renaissance man. A Renaissance, not Renaissance man. I call him Renaissance man because he does many things. I call him Renaissance man. But the Renaissance, I need to look it up also again. He's been deleted off YouTube for maybe a year. And um, those that speak like him will be deleted, or will have no viewers, or maybe they'll have viewers, but subscribers will drop and just erase out of nowhere. So when you believe what you believe, which those that are watching me are probably on the same page. When you love your people, you look out for the best interests of your people and speak solid foundation that's irrelevant to this YouTube world or those that are around us. It's not the whole world, but those that are around us. So you can't say, okay, everybody's like this, because not everybody's like this. But there's people that believe what you believe, but they won't speak it because they're scared. We shouldn't be scared in times like this. In times like this, where you know what you believe and it's censored. And when it's censored, that's very interesting. But they don't censor sexuality, they don't censor gender, they don't censor anything else, but they censor what you talk about because it's about family and everything else that makes logical sense. The components that come together that make life, that make sense, they're against it. Riddle me this. That's strange, isn't it? And that's why I make these videos. I work a lot of hours every day, but hey, yes, to wake up and just talk, or be after work and just talk about this, it makes sense. So why not make it aware? Hey, are good men gonna sit back and just let evil overcome, or are good men gonna just lay in their bed and just go to sleep and have dreams? We gotta wake up and say, hey, bad things are happening, stand up, talk. Because we see what's going on in this world. And I don't just do YouTube where I do things that are just vocally to make a change in this world. I do things otherwise. So this is just my other format. I do other things to help and do type of helpings. And I don't need a sound like a trumpet and say I did this over here, or did this over that. I don't need to do all that. We don't need to do that. So this is my page. What I do right here is to promote, yeah, for my people, my white people. And I know people don't like to hear that. Yes, I'm gonna promote that. This is what I do. Yes. So, like I said, I scheduled an appointment for 8 o'clock. I was a little bit late. A little mess up on my part. I was trying to figure out the whole YouTube thing. Somehow they get a little mixed up. White man bad, huh? Yeah, hey. Hey, poor on you white people. You white people, you know what I don't like about you white people? What you did is this. You guys built all this stuff and you set all this stuff up for everybody to enjoy it, and they're driving in their cars, looking at their phones and walking out their doors. Oh, this is a door. Oh my God, this is a toilet. This is this. Oh my God, I just don't like you white people. But you know what? We're gonna just say thank you. No, we're not gonna even say thank you. We're gonna go on YouTube and tell you how bad you are. And just not just YouTube, but just the whole world, and just display it. Because guess what? You white people do so much stuff, but we just say you actually didn't do this stuff. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, very interesting to me. You can't take white people out of an equation. Jelly, haha. That's right. Hey, you can't take them out of the equation. You can't take whites out of the equation. Take them out of the equation. Tell me what you get. Tell me what you get. As much as people don't like it, take the Germans. I know you guys don't like. I know a lot of you that are they don't like them. Hurlers of all. I know. Hey, you don't like the Germans, right? Okay. All the Europeans, you don't like them. But hey, we all did something that's benefiting your life right now. And you go on a format, and you go, hey, these white people, oh yeah, of all time. So all these other people don't acknowledge. It's like it's erased out of their brain. They act like they did all the footwork. They did all the work. And they did all the infrastructure. They did all the buildings and all this stuff. Like, oh, we know, we built all this stuff. We done all this. And white people are an infection. They're a virus. They're a cancer. Wait, white people are like Frankenstein. We just got to take them out. What? What are you talking about? They made it to where you could walk outside your door and be like, hey, how you doing over there, neighbor? Oh, yeah, you're doing all that now, right? No, you actually are not. But, well, in Cat in the Hat idea, you're like, hey, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, no? Let's really talk about that. Because a lot of people are not going to like that. Because the way my lives are going, I'm just talking truth. Let's talk about the new movie that's coming out, which is very, well, actually, I was talking about Jared Taylor. So I'm waiting for more people to come on live, so I'm just not talking to myself. I'm going to let some more people come on live. Drop comments and live chats because I do questions and answers and I go back and forth. And I see what the media is doing. Man, it started freezing up when you said white. Yeah, of course. You know why? Because you know when you're right because it's white. Yeah, they get bothered with that. Just being straightforward. You can't be straightforward nowadays. Hey, how did that happen? Oh, the white man came up with that idea. No, he didn't. The white man didn't come up with the idea. Oh, this man came up with it. Okay. All right. What's going to happen is after generations and generations come past, the white man is just going to be some guy that just was there. And this other guy, this Fugazi, this fake diamond, is the one that came up with the whole idea. Okay. Think about it. They have a movie coming out right now with Wakanda, right? Wakanda? Okay. Imaginary sci-fi thing going on. But now it's against Atlantis. Atlantis. We all know about Atlantis. If you know Plato, if you understand the books, you know history. Yeah, they're trying to bring this black and white thing going on. The stoplight is Jamaican colors. Oh my God, yeah. So if you look at the movie, the trailer, they're trying to create some type of tension here. And I'll tell you this, look at advancements, look at history, look at people. You can look at different clans. I'm not saying tribes, I'm saying clans of people from Europe in different parts of Europe, all over, to the Caucasus and different areas. And you could see the evolution, the movement. Then you look at the difference with Mongoloids and Negroids, and you can see, oh my God, it seemed like they were still stunted. They're stuck at what is the will? Okay. But now they're trying to say, hey, we made the will. We made the will. Okay, all right. But you can go to areas in Africa right now and they're still trying to figure out flight. Come on, man. Okay, all right. Every other civilization right now, third world countries do not advance unless they had the whiteness come in there. I'm calling it whiteness now. It's like almost like a goo. The whiteness come in there. And you all know that. You all know that. Tell me I'm wrong. Hey, this is like fact check me, man. Please tell me I'm wrong, and show me where I'm wrong at. You know, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, places. Oh yeah, Africa. They look at Africa and they're like, oh, that yes, westernized. Yeah, you can look at all these places like in Africa, and they're like, oh, Africa just means it's a negroid. Yeah, I felt you, man. I know what you're talking about. When you look at Africa, a lot of these guys that have no education, they think negroid. Nah, that is funny. Really look at Africa at its point, and then come back to me and tell me what you think. But go historical, and are they really advancing? And if they did advance, who helped them? And why is it always like us white people always sending money over there? But they're so advanced. They're Wakanda. But we're still, oh, please save this young little baby Negroid because he needs food and shoes. And then the white guy that feels guilty, he sends all his money and sends money over there because he feels guilty, because he feels like he has a guilty partation into this foundation of bullshit. Yeah, that's what happens. I don't know. Let's talk about it. No, seriously. They flood the media. Remember surrounded by white nations, especially ancient Egypt. Yep. Think about it. Think about this. Think about this. Early 80s, if you're around my age, early 80s, I remember being a kid watching TV. And what did it show? A little negroid with a pot belly, a little piece of rice on the side of his mouth, and a fly going in and out. Bzzz. And people are like, oh, damn. Oh, all you gotta do is send like a penny or $1, and it will help this Negro it out. And this, but think about it. All white people were just sending money. There wasn't a Negroid that was funding this video. It was a white person that felt guilty funding that video to make you feel guilty to send money for that. Think about it. And then those that were watching the video, what were they doing? They were feeling guilty. I remember being 6, 7 years old watching these videos. I'm like, dude, this is screwed up. This is crazy. What's going on? Why are they so screwed up over there? But they're Wakanda, though. They are kings and queens, right? They're kings and queens. And how did these kings and queens lose being kings and queens? Explain to me. Riddle me this. Trying to figure it out. But it gets more interesting than that. And I'm losing my subject or my topic because I was talking about Jared Taylor, which I want to get more on that. So when more people come in, we can talk more on that. And it's crazy because I know a lot of my reminders or videos don't get the algorithms touch, and everybody gets on that because I do have a certain amount of viewers, subscribers, and those that do comment on my videos, they would be here right now. And most of them are in a different country, so they're probably sleeping. So I get it. A lot of people from America is not going to stomach me, and I get it. Because I'm not going to play this game, and like I said, I don't ask for subscribers. I don't do that. Yeah, it's all by design, and it's gonna be by design. Thank you. It's all by design, but it's all by design to make their lives better. Think about it. Their lives better, your life worse. Your life worse. Your life's gonna be worse. Why is that? Because young white children that are watching these videos and these people are getting brainwashed. The government doesn't have to do any more school teaching with it. They do their old school teaching, but guess what? They don't have to do so much. They got TikTok, they got Instagram, they got all this stuff like Whitey over here. Whitey has no rhythm. Whitey just goes like this when he claps. He has no rhythm. He ain't got no soul. Okay, all right. Or Whitey, he's just so docile. Oh, hey, how you guys doing today? Yeah, like we're just idiots. But we're not. They portray white people as being something that is lesser. But the funny thing is, look back 8 to 10 years ago at all the black comedians. What would they say? Not just black comedians, but just, oh, I said black? Yes, I just said black. Negroids, they're not even black. They're like a dark brown. So, negroids, I'll say it in a better term. When they would talk about us Caucasians, they'd be like, "Oh, hey, if you're in trouble, you better have a white person right by you. You know why? Because they know what to do. You know that. Look at all the old comedians. They all talk about that. Yeah, they're comedians, but they're also speaking truth. You listen to a lot of the Negroids saying stuff back in the day. Hey, oh, we can't do that. We know the Caucasian, the white man knows how to do that. What do white men know how to do? What do white men know how to do? They know how to do everything. They feel inferior, so they want to make you feel like you're lesser. But you're not lesser, and you know that. I don't even know why I'm preaching this. The Slavics already did all the work, so we're no longer needed. Oh God. Oh my God. I'll tell you this. Let's look at this. What is being designed right now? What is being designed right now? What's being issued out? What are we doing right now? We're just like being okay with what's going on? Are we gonna talk about it? Are we just gonna be like, it's okay. You can say this about me. It's all right. Oh, freedom of speech. But it's only freedom of speech for certain people. Okay? If I was gay, I could talk on here and say whatever I want. I don't get flagged. But if I'm talking about my people, I get flagged. If I talk about my people, there's nobody's going to have algorithms coming to my page. If I talk about truth, it's a paradigm shift like you was saying. Yeah. Whatever we talk about or whatever we believe will be obsolete. That's why we need, yeah, we need to have our own platform. No, literally. Get off YouTube. Get off YouTube. Make our own platform. Literally. Literally. Our own platform. Start from the bottom. Make our own platform. Done. This right here is not working. The masses are not hearing the information, knowing that there's more of us that feel like this. Because a lot of us that feel like this are not making videos and talking about it. Come on. Let's think about that. We need to be more straightforward here. Let's start being more straightforward here. we could just like be okay. This guy feels this way, whatever. Hey, I have freedom of speech too. Do I not? Then why should my video have issues? Why should I have issues within a algorithm? Should not. I'm gonna let this video play for a bit. I'm gonna let it play for a bit. Tell me what you guys think. Do a live chat. We got live chats right here. So I need to hook up my attachment so my phone doesn't die. Live attachments. I like to look at live chats. You know, Flatjacks, I see you on a lot of my live videos, man. But I do not see you on a lot of my short videos I do. I do a lot of videos. How much longer do you think it'll take them to kill the power grids since they are making everything electric now? Oh, man. Let me actually reread that. I don't have an answer for that, but I know what they're doing is to create everybody to focus on that type of energy, is to focus on the energy. So that energy to get you focused on it is like, hey, we're going to raise gas this high price right here, and then everybody's going for these electrical vehicles. And now, after that, yeah, they can cut it like that. You know, I'm not trusting any of that right now. Even if gas, they can just shut off gas too. So, but wait, I checked out some of your old videos and thumb them up, but I just recently started following you from Lapis promoting you. That's awesome, man. Yeah, she has really good videos, man. I'll tell you that. I watch a lot of her videos, and she posts a lot, and she's been doing a lot through the community page, and I've been, yeah, like I go to a lot of her videos. She has a lot of good stuff, and I appreciate her. But you know, with this whole thing with the whole electric, that's just another game. We should not be ignorant of their devices. What's going to happen is you can already see their next step. Raise gas prices, sell electric cars. Come on, man. It's like very simple. Everybody's getting pushed. Makes you want to buy an electric vehicle. Hey, it's 0 to 60, 0 to this quick. Come on, man. Oh, boom. Now they're forcing big companies saying, hey, forget diesel or gas, go electric. or you'll get fined, or you'll get fined. Yeah, check that out. So let's say everybody's off gas, everybody's on electric. What happens when they shut off all the electric? You're screwed. You're screwed. You can only go a certain amount of miles, and then it takes this much to charge up. You're fucked. Okay, let's look at that. We're fucked. So we need to figure something out. Really figure something out. Colonial, pipeline, pre-high, price gas war. Yeah, in California, we went from $6-7 down to now it's like, okay, went $5.89, $5.79, $5.69, and then it went right down to $5. Then now it went to like the lower places. They have a gas station called Dinosaur and Arco and all these different places. $4.69 over here, $5. Yeah, make you feel a little happy. $4 a gallon? Even $5, yeah, come on, man. We know what's right. This is a game. We know about our reserves. Look it up, our reserves. Look up our reserves of what we have. I'm gonna throw this out here. Is that Northern Cali or Southern Cali? Northern Cali or Southern Cali? Yeah, so I'll tell you this. George Bush, reserves. They got reserves. That's money. And don't get me talking about George Bush. I know, it makes a lot of those rednecks and peckerwoods get all mad, right? Right? Some of those that still kind of like that type of shit. Okay, I'll tell you this. Check this out. He's mixing with all the mestizos over there, so you don't just got regular Bushes now. You got those Bushes that's talking like with a little accent now, because they're from Texas, but they're mixing with everybody else over there, so they can mix it and put into politics. So it's a little different over there now. The Bushes got that smart mind. Oh, we could mix over here, so now we have an Hispanic community coming into the whole thing with the Bushes. So it's gonna be like Jorge Bush. You guys get me? Okay, if you guys follow the Bushes, okay. No, okay, I think I went on a little tangent. I don't think anybody understands what I'm saying. And whoever just came on right now, I think you're pretty new. Like, Pam Dregs. Yeah, you probably don't understand. You probably came into the middle of what I was talking about. So, we're talking about electric and gas. But a lot of people don't know about the reserves, how much reserves we have. We have a lot. We've been having a lot. Senior Bush. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. You're making jokes. That's cool. Hey, but it's pretty interesting though. This whole live video, I wanted to talk about great men, and who is a great man, and he's not on YouTube or any other little social media. Jared Taylor, and that's one man I could say is 100% legit. I love what he talks about. Yeah, there you go. I'll tell you this. Hey, Trump right now versus what's going on right now. You know what I mean? Hey, when he was in, I felt kind of bad. I'll be honest with you. I felt bad. Trump started, he had already some bad stuff already happened, man. He could even have a day where they're just dropping some bad stuff and making up stuff about him. Every day they made some bad stuff up about him. So it's like going to work every day and people just making up stuff at you at work, saying you're not doing your job or you're doing this. That was his every day. Think about it. That's what he was going through every day. And I got to give him credit. I got to give him credit because he kept his composure. He kept doing what he was doing, regardless of the naysayers, all these people talking all this shit. He kept on doing what he was doing. You got to give him credit for that. That's a strong man right there. I got to give him credit for that. And there's things I don't like about him, and yes, I did vote for him. And but there's things I didn't like about him, you know. And and I could talk about that on different times, but for what he was promoting on at the time that he was in presidency and trying to do his best, I give him credit. But I did not like the part where I feel like for his own people he wasn't putting himself out there. He was having all these different people coming into the White House, and just it felt like it was almost like pandering. I didn't like it, you know. Give money over here. No, no, man. We don't want the money for the whites over here. They act like every white person is rich. Some bullshit. Come on. Yeah, the black college over here and these people over here. Yes, come on, man. We have a lot of other whites are not doing so well. Not every white person is rich. Come on, man. Give me a break. We're all working, man. Come on. Right? Are we not? We are. So that's one thing I didn't like. He didn't like promote and push himself out of for his people. He was basically going more towards, like they say, the people of color, which is funny because aren't we all color? Regardless if you're pale or you're like see-through white skin, you're still a color. And that thing that they pushed, people of color, is a bullshit. Don't fall for it. It's a game. So just, yeah. I think Trump should have been more vocal with about white people, but you gotta think about it. It was more strategic. And I get that. I wouldn't have been like that. I'm just, I'm a jackass. I'll just say, hey, dude, that's bullshit. But hey, he was in a certain position and he played his cards. He knows how to play his cards right. But us that are white, we understand that, and that's like bullshit. I don't know. I look at guys like Jared Taylor, straightforward, straight shooters. They don't play no games. So I get on that point. That's where I'm at. Look him up. Jared Taylor. Look him up. I like to talk about him. He's a man that speaks with intelligence and he knows what he's talking about. And I watch a lot of these other white well-being channels and I see it, and it's like they have to pussyfoot. Oh, wait, I have a cousin that's black or this, and play these little games, man, or Negroid. Come on, man. Just say what you feel. We all know Jared Taylor is spelled like that. Yes. Look him up. You can watch a 10-second clip and you'll already see his presence and his spirit. Good person. And it's funny because if you go online and you look him up, it's going to say he's a supremacist and all this stuff. And you know what? Anybody that loves their people and they're white, they're called a supremacist. So that's what it's way it is in this world. It's going to happen like that. We're already demonized. My word for it is called being Frankensteined. When you're Frankensteined, people could do something to you and it's okay because you already been Frankenstein. You're already deemed as a bad person. Excuse me. You're already deemed as a bad. You're a bad issue. So anything happened bad to you? Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's a Frankenstein. Yeah, okay. So they're just going around just fucking up white people. But it's okay though. That's what. Hey, I want to tell you. Watch the times. It's all like the weather. It's like the weather. You already can see what's gonna happen. If you can't see it right now, I know what to tell you. I'm not pushing no fear towards nobody. It's something is very logical. Look at what's going on around you. Look how people talk. Watch how people act. Pretty simple. I want you to fact check me. If I say something, look it up. Look it up. Look it up. You can look at all the videos of what I have on my page. And, it's the same thing I talk from right now to what I talk from the beginning. Same thing. What I promote. I promote my people. Nothing should be wrong with that. You got Negroids doing their BLM. They're all on YouTube. They could do that, right? Why not? They got thousands and thousands of viewers and subscribers. They could do that. Why can't I do what I do? What's the problem? Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. We know what's going on over here. We know who is the little helper. If it's weird for me to talk online like this or it to be awkward, yeah, that's a problem. What do you think America is destined for? We always live with other races constantly coming here. We more some we move somewhere all white and well what do you think America is destined for? Okay, let me start with the thing is what do I think America is destined for? Give me a second real quick. What I think America is destined for is a rude awakening. Yeah. No, that's okay. I'm going to answer it by one. A rude awakening. That's what I think. A rude awakening. Think about it. You said America. That's the thing I would really like to look at it. But okay, that question is answered maybe in 2 or 3 because who is America? Yeah, those that live in America don't even claim it. But those that actually claim America, who are they? Those that live in America that their families fought. They have pride. They have some type of pride. But if your family's gonna fight for it, you don't have any pride. Think about it. You can't fight for something you don't love. Riddle me this. Yeah. Nobody could fight for something they don't love. We have so many terrorists in our country. Think about it. We have those that speak against our country all the time. Imagine if they could put that with their hands. Exactly. It doesn't belong to America. It's gone. That idea, well, check this out. This is kind of good that this happened. All this bullshit that happened is kind of good. You know why? It separates the wheat from the tares. We already know who's real and who's not real. Because who's talking right now with 212 subscribers? Look it, with 212 subscribers, what I talk about is legitimate. So everybody that knows what I'm talking about, there should be a lot of people watching me knowing what I talk about because we all believe the same thing. And then you have a lot of other channels that are white that might have a lot of viewers and subscribers. But the funny thing is, they play that game. Hey, we should get along with everybody. Yeah, that's in a perfect world, right? But you don't understand. A lot of people don't get along with each other. There's a lot of shit going on. And you got to look at genetics, all these things. I look at everything. So you're going to say this. I'm going to take my daughter and, hey, you know what? We're going to go check out these animals over here. And this one right here is fucking nuts. But guess what? I'm going to let you go in there and just go pet him. No. That's how things are in this world. You got to look at things like that. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody's the same. Be legit about it. You say you want your family, my daughter, who do I want her to date? Or my son, who do you want them to date? You're looking at genetics. You're looking at all that stuff. You know why? Because you want to have you want your family to be healthy. You want some good stuff. You don't want there's confusion. Nothing's wrong with that. But me talking about that, there's a problem with that, right? Okay. Let's really talk about that. I'm like, you go on my lives, I'm talking about everything. I'm like everywhere. Because that's the way the conversation goes. Because I can't just talk about one thing because it connects with the next thing. There's different types of breeds. There's different types of humans. Come on, man. Let's get into that. Let's be real. Let's quit being little kids and just speak the true talk. All right? You know it. You know it. You know? You got these music, you got these rap music guys. They're doing rap. They talk about hoes. They talk about guns. You used to have to earn your wife from her father. Yeah. Now, you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. You just walk in. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Hey, dog. And you're accepted already because it's familiar now. But having respect and being something good, that's not respected. I'll tell you this. Know your surroundings. My people, know your surroundings. Don't just accept someone into the family just because your daughter thinks it's okay. But she should have some mindset. Hey, my dad knows that's kind of crazy. Why am I going to get with that, right? Why am I going to get with that? Exactly. Makes sense. White people, you know this. Come on. Yeah, you want your child to get with another Caucasian, but hey man, that guy is just not a right Caucasian. He could be one of the bottom fruits of Caucasians. You're like, dude, this guy's an idiot. Nope, no good, no good. Exactly. We speak it out truth, man. We speak. Hey, this is not right. That's fine. I had been through that. I already been through that. This guy was like a bottom fruit. Bottom fruit. No good. Been through that. So it's like, you know what's right and what's wrong. Let's be like that. What's black, what's white. That's how the government, not the government, but the old, judicial system used to be like, hey, this guy got caught doing this, wrong. They all seen him. But now, They can have you on camera stealing and you can still get away with it. How's that? That's weird. You get caught, but you can still get away with all these different things. Oh, I plead with this, I plead with that, all this weird stuff. You can do that now. It's not like you're wrong, dude, you got caught. White people used to be faithful. White people used to be faithful. Divorce wasn't coming from my 60s and back. But how many white people are not faithful? You know, is when you think about faithful and you think about family, you think about white people. That was the foundation. White people. Foundation. Am I wrong? You think about breadwinners, those taking care of their family. You think about white men. You think about a man in a suit with a tie. You think about a white man. You think about a cop. You think about a white man. You think about a firefighter. You think about a white man. Construction, you thought about a white man. All these things, you think about a white man. That's going to be erased. Gone. Like you never did it. Isn't that interesting? Let's think about that. White people are the most peculiar, the most interesting people on earth. And what's that? And that's what I mean. They want to break the white families up. Of course. Of course. That's what social media does. It shows all these Negroids and everybody else doing the shenanigans. After they get done doing that, you got these white people want to be black. That's why I call them wiggers. No, I call them jogger wiggers. Wigger joggers. You know why? I'll tell you this why. Because they want to be something that's different from their counterpart. Because they think it's cool. Exactly. Go to Africa. Go to Africa. I'll tell you this. Go to Africa. Who's the one that they all look up to? The matriarch, the woman. The woman is the Godhead. Well, guess what? They practice voodoo. They do all that stuff over there. Hey, wait. Very interesting information right here. They all... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, think about this. Wait, whoa. Remember? Okay, hold on. I love history. This is what I do. So, let's say, okay, late slave trade. Okay, slave trade. They call it slave trade. Okay, I don't like to call it slave trade. I just don't, and I do have my point on that. So hold up real quick. So they have everybody on the boat. They bring them over. They do their selling. The selling of the purchase. The purchase is sold. Boom. Purchase is sold. Now, in America, the Caucasians are talking to the Negroids about Jesus. Listen. They're talking to the Negroid about Jesus. So the Negroid grabs onto it. Oh my God. And they learn. They're starting to get it. And before they get radical, right? Before it gets all weird, right? But before they came over here, they started learning about Jesus. They learned about Jesus. Now, the Negroids are making their own churches about Jesus. And they spoke about him and talked about him. And as they're talking about him and talking about Yeshua, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Jireh, the God, the Almighty. Yeah, check this out. But hold on. Then you guys started getting a little bit out there. No. God, Jesus is black. Okay. You didn't say that till you start coming over here. Because when you're over there, you knew nothing about him. Because when you came over here, you're like, who the hell is Jesus? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You didn't know who the hell Jesus was. Because you guys were cutting chickens or whatever animal you were playing with, squeezing it and using the blood and doing what you're doing. I'm just being straightforward. Doing voodoo and bullshit. Transferred over to Jamaica. We all talk about it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. But now Jesus is black. Or brown. Dark brown. And then you guys just say this. How could Jesus be a white man? Jesus had to walk around with a, what it called? They call a thing to cover his head. He had to have a covering over his head so he didn't get burned. That's how he stayed white. No. Jesus is a black man. Okay. Jesus is a black man. Jesus is a black man. You guys, okay, you guys don't see where I'm getting at? You're brought over here and you're purchased and you're shown a belief system, and then you made it to your own ideal and took clay and shaped it to your own thinking, and you try to push it to everybody of what you believe. This is what you're doing right now, just with everything. And everybody's eating it up like M&Ms. Everybody's happy about it because it's the guys that couldn't make it to a certain point that everybody has to feel sorry, and we have to be like, oh yeah, yes, we're gonna, you know what, we all should be like that. It's okay to feel retarded. I remember when they started talking Ebonics in the early 90s, everybody started doing Ebonics. Remember that? Where you could say like, I was about to go over here, I'm about to do this. You go, hey, I'm finna to do this over here. I'm finna do this over there, on the side over there. Okay, so speaking retarded, it was kind of cool, I guess. So everybody started speaking retarded. Started talking Ebonics. And everybody started talking Ebonics. And do you guys remember, okay, the continents of the sun, okay, the continents of the sun, metal in a furnace gets so white, hot it glows. I need to repeat the top chat. The continents of the sun, metal in a furnace gets so white, hot it glows. Have you worked a lot with metal? Let me ask you a question. You know what? One thing I do like to ask questions. What is your ethnicity? Just like to ask that question. What is your ethnicity? Flapjacks. I know I'm going on this different stuff, and I was on a whole point. I got thrown off, and sometimes because I read the live chats, and it's cool for me to read the live chats, but I get thrown off. What is your ethnicity? I just like to try to see where you're at. Yeah, you read about it in the Old Testament. Yeah. Hey, but my question is, what is your ethnicity? Like, I see you on my page. It's good for me to just for me to know who I've been talking to and stuff like that. That's cool. Oh shoot, straight as Caucasus Mountains, huh? You straight speaking some Caucasus languages or what? Man, so you're way up there, man. So you might got like some Russian or what? I only ask you, you know me. It's good. I like to ask because I can know who I'm talking to, you know, and everybody's pages are different. It's kind of cool. Just kind of get to know who you're talking to, you know. That's all. That's all. But it's cool, man. I appreciate you staying online and chit chatting back and forth. But you know what I mean? It's like dark hair, blue eyed white man with a Greek last name. Nice. That's crazy, man. Yeah. I'm Greek too, bro. You know, hey, that's dope. That's dope. It's interesting. It's interesting because, like, just with having the dark hair with the blue eyes, there's a lot of Middle Easterns that have, Mediterranean, you know, and a lot of people just continue and say, oh no, having dark hair and this, oh, they're not, white, whatever, because they think the blonde hair, blue eyes, or blonde hair is the only white out there, which is another. Yeah, well, he spoke also Aramaic and Hebrew, and you know what? Like, I feel like he spoke a other couple other languages at that time, you know, because I feel like the New Testament has a lot of discrepancies and it's very political. If you look from the Old Testament, look from the Old Testament and look at the New Testament. I studied both over and over. I came at it, you know, of being at a young child, just being innocent. I came at it logically. I came at it uh, in different ways, in different venues of historical, in different ways. And I keep on coming with the same idea, not just idea, but the same conclusion. And it's very interesting. I keep coming with the same conclusion. If God says, I'm the same yesterday and today, and He changed the format that much, I'll tell you this, Christians are doomed to die then. They are. Turn the other cheek, give this, give that, be a doormat. Christians are doomed to die. But if God is almighty enough to create your DNA and the heaven and earth, why couldn't He preserve His word? I feel like the word that all the words that you guys are getting, the interpretations, the King James Version, come on, man. Who's King James? Look him up. Look him up. This is all political. They want to give you their political time at that stance. Their political at that time. Look at it. We got the NIV, the King James Version, the New King James Version, the Amplified Version, the Geneva, all these different Bibles, the Gideon, that could be in every Motel 6. Come on now. All these versions of a Bible that tells you this is the basic survival. Here's your book. I'm not saying the book is wrong. I'm saying the interpretation. And you can look at it. When you read it, oh, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Oh, that's really weird. And if you grew up in the church, you know this. Tyndale translated before King James, and he was martyred for it. While they're making it, how long ago? Think about it. Before they start making the printing press, and they start printing out all the scriptures. Martin Luther. Look at Martin Luther, man. Hey, putting his thesis on the wall at the church, putting his thesis, boom, got martyred for it, for his belief system. Because telling him what the people are doing right now, they're still doing what the people were doing back then, they're doing it right now. And he got martyred for it. So guess what? Be careful for what you say, right? Yeah. To produce it. God's word, if you think about it, God's word, when you hear the word, it touches you right here in your spirit, right in your chest. You guys all know what I'm talking about. It's not like a regular emotion. You guys can just feel it right inside you. We all go to bed at night. We all think. We know, hey, this is wrong or this is right. And you guys think in your head, it's hard to go to bed, and you're thinking. And you know when God's presence comes upon you, you know that. That's what's real. And that feeling is not something that wants to do anything that's evil. It's a good thing. That's something you have to hold on to. That's real. That's God. It's when you're one-on-one, when you're by yourself, or you're around others. I still like you, bro, even if you don't like the New Testament. Hey, it's not that I don't like the New Testament, it's that I just disagree with certain things with the New Testament. I disagree with certain things with the New Testament. I feel like there's a lot of mixtures and stuff mixed up. It's very political. How Paul went to Rome and all that stuff like that, and just a switch. Because there's a lot of figures right now doing the same thing that, like Paul, they'll switch things up. And they come the same likeness of Jesus and pretend they're like Jesus and deceive people. What's the main thing you disagree? I disagree with, what's the main thing I disagree with the New Testament? I just see that there's a lot of politicalness and the changing of the covenants from the Old Testament to the New Testament. You got the Old Covenant, you got the New Covenant. And if God is the same yesterday and today, his mind and who he is and what he's going to do doesn't change. He's called it already. It's going to happen. I feel there's something else that's going on that was misinterpreted. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying it's 100% correct. No, there's parts of Revelation that mixes with Jeremiah. There's parts in Isaiah that goes into Malachi and all these different scriptures that go into the New Testament, into John and acts, they all mix up together. Yes, they do. I believe all that. But there's something that's strange that doesn't seem right when you're reading it. It doesn't mix up right. It's like it just the drink doesn't taste well. Like something's not right. It's like saying this. Everybody has a Bible. You have a Bible. I have a Bible. My neighbor has a Bible. Everybody has a Bible. It's like the days of Noah outside right now. It's Mystery Babylon out there. Yeah. Okay, now check this out. Everybody has a Bible. Let's hold on to that right now. I'll be back real quick. Everybody has a Bible. Should the Bible be the cure? Should the Bible be the cure? Think about that. Not everybody's of God. That's true. Everybody that reads the Bible, they're not all of God. God's people will understand what he writes. And there are those that won't understand what he doesn't write. The way to heaven is not going to be a straight path. It's going to be narrow, pretty interesting. It's not going to be easy. Not everybody's going to make it there. That's what the Bible says. Not everybody's going to make it there. Not going to be that many people in heaven. That makes me think. I'm throwing that out there. Many false preachers will rise and many will be deceived. Yeah. Yeah, they'll say, hey, did I not cast out demons in your name? Did I not do this? Did I not give to the poor? Did I not do this? Yeah, depart from me. Okay, the main word. You practice iniquities. Depart from me because you practice iniquities. You practice sins. You practice sickness. You practice sins, bro. Pretty simple. They're false teachers. They tell you what not to do while they're doing it. That's sick. The hospitals are filled up. Issues are going around the world. We have hundreds of churches in cities. Every corner has a church. All the hospitals are filled up. God's real though. Think about that. Who are the real God's people? Who are the real people of God? Really think about that. Hospitals are filled up. Jesus said this in the New Testament, right? The things you see me do, you will be doing greater things because I am in you. That's what the New Testament says, that Jesus said. There are these hospitals filled, but all these churches are filled with people getting filled up on Sundays and Wednesdays. Oh, I feel the Spirit of God. But what are you doing? Nothing. These people are so sick. They have COVID and all this bullshit COVID stuff, right? And people are dying, supposedly, at rapid numbers. Okay. But all this bullshit's going on over here, but nothing's happening. But before all this, 2020, 2022, before all this, the church should be going to the hospital. The church should be going over here. There should be people filled up in the hospitals. I don't know. Let's talk about that. Why is it always weird when I bring this up? That's God's people. God's people have his spirit inside them. These people should be taken care of. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my expectation, wait, that's actually good. Because when you come to the throne room of God, he says to come confidently. Wait, but I also have the expectation that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. God, that's true. You're going to do what you say you're going to do. And I've been on many places, and I can say I believe in God when I said, hey, I need your help. And yeah, I need your help. And he's there. So I know God is real. Not just because of that, but I have other experiences, which I'll talk about later. But being a real person of God, there is actions and things that actually happen. It's not just talk. Not just talk. Everybody's talking. Let's see some actions. You have all these churches, you have all these hospitals, but the hospitals are filled. The churches are filled. Church, hospital. Lay on hands. Jesus said, you do this and that happens. Why is it not happening? Let's talk about it. Logic. Logic. I grew up in the church. They said, don't question. You question, that's kind of, you're not having faith. Hey, I always question. Because God's supposed to do something. And he will do something. And if he doesn't, that's kind of weird. Because read his book. Just say, you ask, you shall receive. But you also look at other things. You can look at somebody who's like 95 years old, right? 95 years old. Lady's dying. She's old. It's like this. You have a lady that's 95 years old. She's dying. She's on her deathbed. You have like 100 people surrounding her. Okay, that's exaggerating. Okay, you have like 15 people surrounding this old 95-year-old. And everybody's crying and they're weeping. Oh, in the name of Jesus, please heal her. Oh my God. Dude, she's old. It's time for her to go. You're trying to keep her for another day that she doesn't want to live, dude. Doesn't make sense. Not logical. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but you're praying. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's weird. I'm just looking at a different point. I don't say I'm always 100% correct, but hey, time to go, time to go, time to go home. And we're trying to keep you here. Please stay, please stay. And tomorrow you're still gonna feel terrible and horrible, and you gotta take all these pills, and you don't wanna feel like you can't walk, and it's time to go. Yeah, but we want to keep you here. In the name of Jesus, please stay here. No, dude. Sometimes it's you just I need to go, dude. I need to go. Just the way it goes. And I see churches push that, and it's weird. It's weird. I can talk about that, man. I had it with my grandmother, man. And she wasn't that old, but she had some issues. And I remember, I can get to the story later. I'm going to cut off. I'm going to cut off. But I just want to say, man, I've seen weird stuff happen. And I went from one story and I dropped to like 3 or 4 different stories. But next time, I'm going to stay on one subject. And it's kind of hard because when you're smart, you flip to different subjects. And that's what happens. So anyways, God bless you. You'll have a good night. And watch the video over again. And I pray blessings upon you and upon my family. And we're all going through rough times. Stay strong, stay focused, and you know what? When you go to bed, before you go to bed tonight, pray for understanding. Pray for God to come upon you, because the night, at nighttime, we got to keep our minds pure. That's when the time where they try to get you. Stay strong. There's a lot of stuff going on. God bless you. Hey, great chatting with you, bro. And next time I'll get more on your chats, and God's blessing be upon you. And I want to start getting more into these talks. But guess what? Our minds, before we go to bed, we need to pray. Not just pray, just meditate and talk. Midnight. Yeah, exactly. We gotta know when we're about to go to bed. That's that time. So pure, and we all gotta work on that. The pure heart shall see God, right? Keep your heart and your mind pure. And I know it's hard in this day and age, but hey, let's go. Let's get it. God bless you all. I'll talk to you guys soon. I don't know when to go live because I got a busy week. Like I said, 14, 16, 17 days working straight, just going. So God bless you all. You guys see my page. You guys know me. Drop comments. Watch all my old videos. Let's talk about it. God bless you. Yeshua.